The government of St. Lucia is clamping down on officials of offshore education institutions who are running afoul of the law. Our correspondent Allison Kentish now with this report.
The head of American International Medical University in Gros-Islet in the north of St. Lucia was indicted on 8 offenses, including the unlawful possession of visa applications and illegal advertising. It's the latest in a crackdown of offshore institutions, educational institutions which set up campuses and/or headquarters on Caribbean islands. St. Lucia's House of Assembly and Senate recently approved the Offshore Higher Education Licensing Bill, which prescribes tighter regulation of these offshore educational facilities. The island's education minister says the bill complements stringent regulation implemented by the Caribbean community, CARICOM.
Where CARICOM is mandating at the moment that all, especially medical schools that are set up in our country, they need to get accredited with CAMHP. And that's why I said, while the government is setting up this licensing and incentives bill to set up the board, the government cannot accredit these institutions. It is for them to seek accreditation with agencies like CAMHP, which is a body responsible for medicine, education in medicine.
It is not clear what impact the arrest will have on the operations at the institution, but its CEO is out on $20,000 bail and is expected to be back in court on September 9th. The school was established during the term of then Prime Minister Stephenson King. He says it is an unfortunate situation, but the right laws are being put in place to protect the country.
Disturbing. However, what I think is refreshing is that the government has just passed the necessary legislation to deal with such situations, and I do hope that this is going to be the final in such a saga.
Offshore medical schools are institutions outside the United States that cater mostly to international students. The business of training these students offshore began in the late 1970s with the establishment of campuses on the islands of Dominica, Grenada, and St. Martin by business people who set up for-profit schools. Legislators in St. Lucia are attempting to regulate the sector while attracting investment. They say licensing, quality assurance, and transparency are essential to safeguarding the reputation of the country. Alison Kentish, Telesur, St. Lucia.